Speaking of paying, we're going to jump into the questionnaire. What would you want the minimum yearly income to be for your future husband? Go ahead.
I don't care.
Don't care?
I don't.
You date a guy who works at McDonald's?
You know, I really love working and I work hard and I want to find someone who's like-minded. Granted, they might work a job really hard that doesn't pay well. As long as they're working hard and they're passionate, I don't care what they make.
What if they're really passionate about flipping burgers at McDonald's? They love that shit.
It would be hard to see someone be passionate about it. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. So let me know if you find the man, though.
I know somebody. I'll link you guys up.
Perfect.
All right. Well, do you have a sense of you're 23? Let's say when you're 30, do you have a sense of how much you think you'll be making?
I mean, I make enough to support myself very well at the moment.
Oh yeah, I saw your TikToks where you
What, is that how you found me?
mentioned how much the very expensive rent in Los Angeles, and you have to wash your dishes in your shower.
Is that how you found me?
I think one of your TikToks.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
TikToks pops up.
Yeah, one of my things that I definitely preach is don't live above your means. I am definitely an extreme example, and I live so well below my means.
It's a modest apartment.
I moved here 3 months ago, and obviously I had no idea modeling was going to take off as quick as it did. So I was locked in a 1-year lease at a very cheap place, and honestly, I don't think I need anything else. I don't mind what I have. I like it. Yeah. You can judge it, though.
No, hey, it's fine. Are
you jealous?
I'm
just kidding, I'm joking.
It's a nice spot. Maybe I can, once you're gone, I can take it over. What about you, Selena?
At least $500,000.
Okay, you wrote 500,000 and up. What about you?
I said 300K.
All right, what about you?
30 to 50.
Into the mic.
30, 50, I don't really care.
You wrote 50 to 75.
Oh yeah, 50 to 75.
What about you?
Care.
I wrote 200, but I was trying to be modest. I really want a billionaire.
Okay.
No, it's not a joke.
Possible.
No, we all
That's
want
why I
a
like Batman. But I was trying to, like, I'll take you if you make 200 and you don't cheat
But
and you unfollow every girl.
Oh, okay.
Type shit.
Yes.
But ideally,
No, honestly,
want?
yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I just want someone who's not content with doing the same job for 10 years. I want someone who's like, always ready for the next thing in life. I don't want somebody to be like, you know what,
Complacent.
I'm good for the next 5 years, so I'm staying here. No, like you could be good here, but what if there's something better out there? You just will never find out because you're good here. That's what I don't want.
So, is there a happy medium between 200,000 and a billion? Billionaire, I guess.
I honestly, a billion would make me really happy, so I'm gonna stick with that.
So the question is, what would you want the minimum yearly income to be?
$1 billion.
This is a woman that knows what she wants. I mean,
Yeah.
I really want a billionaire.
I mean,
Wait, hold on. Just repeat that really quick.
this is a woman who knows what she wants.
Now, are you saying this ironically, or do you actually mean that?
What do you mean? She knows what she wants. What's wrong with that?
manifest
funny
your
way.
reality.
Okay.
In a funny way.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think it's realistic that she'll get a billionaire? Like, you think it's probable?
I think if she wants what she wants, she's gonna find it.
I get that she wants it. There's no doubt that she wants it. Do you think she'll get it?
I mean, can we look at her? This is a beautiful girl over here. Like, I'm sorry.
But honestly, like, it's really just about, like, I've been dealing for 5 years, right? So it's literally
came across
everything
them
you do is a
motherfuckers.
gamble. No, it's not just that. Everything in life is a gamble. So it's like me hitting a man with $1 billion or me making $1 billion business myself might seem like a really far away dream or goal. But if it wants to happen, it happens like this. Just like you could hit a royal flush and you're from $20 you just started, now you have $1.2 million. Did you think that would happen? Of course you did, but it was a very slight chance that you thought that would happen. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna walk out of here and I'm gonna meet a billionaire, I'm gonna get married. Probably it will never happen, but as long as if I don't know, keep the idea open out there that I'm worthy of something like
Sure.
this. And everyone else who wants to say, like, I don't know, what are you saying? Are you judging me with your eyes? I can see you.
Yeah, the
Don't
judgmental
judge.
expression.
Wait, I have a
right?
question. I have a question. Then what would you bring to the table for him?
Well, honestly, that's a really good question. But I feel like I've thought about it myself. And I've told myself, am I worthy of a man who is a billionaire right now, being in the position that I am right now? I honestly do not think so. I feel like I need to work so much on myself to meet a man who's so self-efficient and doesn't need anyone else. And plus, I want him to be loyal. That's like asking for too much, right? But it's not impossible. I really care about building good reputation for myself, being a good person, calling out my flaws and working towards being better. And I feel like a good man will see through that. And he doesn't really need me to bring him billions of dollars to the table to accept me, as long as he knows that my inside is pure and clean.
Can I ask a
Hold on,
question?
wait, one sec. Just show of hands here at the table. Who here thinks she's going to get a billionaire? Like, that's what she wants, right? Who here thinks she's going to get a billionaire? Just show of hands. Raise them high. Raise them high. Don't, raise them. Okay, yes. I mean, you said she can, what she wants, what she wants.
I don't see why, like,
Why, you don't see why not?
she's in Vegas. Like,
She,
if she
Vegas.
wants, that's where she lives. That's where
Right, but why,
I'm gonna
why
say,
would that matter? But okay.
Lots of
yeah,
billionaires
there's a lot
that
of
go
money
through
over in
No,
Vegas.
there's
No,
not a
honestly, let
lot
me
of
tell you something
billionaires.
about Vegas. 90% is fake rich, and that's wwhy I don't tolerate the city much. I don't like fake rich. I don't like, oh, look at my money, look at my car, look at how many girls I have at the. No. Because I like a man who's very assertive. Because I've experienced that before, and I haven't met men or sent or done anything to them, and they would just send me money, be like, look at your bank account because I cried or something. That's a real rich man I respect. Other than that, I don't feel like I need to entertain you so you can give me money. Like, that's just fake
Okay,
rich.
your thing quick, please.
Okay, so I know you're going to be looking for a rich man, but if a rich man comes to wherever you are and you're going for him, whatever, right? He can get anyone else as well. You're not going to find a loyal rich man because as much as they are sending you this money, oh, you cried, here's some money. At the end of the day, they can do that to anyone else.
Exactly.
So there's no loyal rich men. The only
There's
rich men
no
that are
loyal
loyal
rich
are
man.
the rich men who are rich in heart and health.
I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than a Honda.
Bro, look, I'll make it very simple.
Honestly-
No girl at this table is marrying a billionaire. Point blank, period.
That depends
None
on
of
the
y'all are
mindset.
marrying- None of
But
you
what is-
are getting with a millionaire.
They don't get with
Are
me.
you just hating?
So she's not marrying a billionaire.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I don't
is
understand.
this coming from Jesse?
One at a time. Go ahead. State your disagreements. Go
That
ahead.
depends on your mindset and how strong your mind is.
I don't give a fuck about your mindset.
I'm
It
gonna
ain't
be the
fucking
billionaire.
But
happening.
I'm just
No woman
wondering.
at this table is getting with a billionaire.
All right,
It's
what?
not
I
happening.
have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Is there any woman on this table who will be a billionaire herself?
No, none of the women on this table will be a billionaire.
What if Elon wants to impregnate one of us? Then boom, we're
Isn't
rich.
he
Wow,
married?
congrats your fucking incubator. Congrats your fucking incubator. And
And
you're
you
just
paid,
you're
and
in
a
a long
billionaire.
first of all, I don't think any of you
Is
are
he
getting
married?
with Elon
Nah,
Musk
it was-
anyways.
I just
Personally, I don't
Brian,
think
you're a
Tesla,
hater.
That's why I said that.
How's that a hater? It's just fucking facts. It's facts. Like it's as almost as delusional if I said, you know what? Here's what I think I deserve. I'm going to manifest this shit. There's going to be a time machine, and I'm going to be able to go back in time and score like 20-year-old Megan Fox. Yeah. Sorry, that's how delusional
That's
you
not
guys
the same
are.
thing. That's not the same thing, though.
I don't know. It's
I've said
in
it.
a general
Podcast.
direction.
That's not the same thing, though. Being a billionaire is possible, and we've witnessed it
Time
on so
travel's
many.
possible.
No, it's not. How?
Or fucking
I'll give you a-
Einstein, fucking
He tried.
wormholes.
No, he tried.
Hey, the
He
technology is
tried.
not fucking there yet. Trust me.
He tried, and he had theories about going back in time, but It's
How about
not
this?
been
Wait,
proven
I
yet.
want to change the question. Who here has like a savings account? Show of hands. Who here has some money saved up? Who here is willing? I'll wager. I'm prepared to do some wagers tonight. You have to wager. We'll sign legally binding contracts. If any woman here at this table, no, you know what? No, it's just her. Just her.
Wait, no. Open it up. Open it up.
Stripper.
No, it's-
No, you sound scared. You sound scared now.
We'll
You're
have to
attracted.
double the wager
In my
then.
closet.
So the wager will be.
Right?
The wager will be whatever your savings is. Or how do I want to frame this best? I'll just say this. You put up your entire life savings because you guys so strongly believe that she's going to marry a billionaire. And
They
I
didn't.
will,
They
if she
didn't
does,
strongly believe that I was
hold
gonna.
on. If she does marry a billionaire, I will 3x your life savings. So if she does, I'll 3x her life savings.
Can I say something?
If she doesn't get married to a billionaire, we have to put a time limit.
No,
We'll
Okay,
say,
if I marry a billionaire,
10.
I'm giving each girl on here 30,000. You don't need to take care of them. How about that?
Period, babe.
I would like to
I'll
Okay, but-
pay them.
everyone.
Yeah, that's great. So that's a great way to get out of a wager. So, but if you lose, you have to give me your life savings.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, no.
So I'll
one's
3x your
buying
life
this.
savings.
What are you, Mr. Beast? Like,
The
you kind of look like
yeah,
him.
I'm the the Mr.
point
Beast,
five.
like
He actually, you do
delusional
look like
women.
him.
Right.
Yeah, wait, you totally do look like Mr.
you
Beast. Wait,
You're his
I'm the
brother.
biggest Mr. Beast spaniel ever made. It's not even.
Wow, that's all right. Cool.
Mr. Beast
I
gonna
will
see this
say-
picture on the show.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Love it.
for real.
I will say, I have a billionaire. I don't know if he's really a billionaire, but I have a billionaire in my DMs right now.
Well, the key word is marry, and then
Yeah.
also a lot of
Name
dudes
drop.
fucking lie. Like
No, well, he
It's
was
kind
on Undercover Billionaire, so I don't know what the validity to people actually being on
okay,
that show.
he's in your congrats. He's in your DMs. Congratulations.
Watch that he's not
Jealous,
a
I
trafficker
guess.
either.
I don't know.
I'm not.
Bro, y'all,
Can we
I'm
go
just
over
saying.
here?
that much.
I don't know.
I'm just saying it's none of y'all are gonna marry a billionaire.
No,
Like
I
why?
don't think I'm
why would
interested.
that even
in
be
it.
offensive?
It's not. I'm not interested in marrying a billionaire. We actually haven't gotten to my.
Well,
number
okay,
yet.
that's
I'm
another
interested in being
delusional
the
take.
billionaire, being there.
Definitely. Thank you.
What's up? We're good.
Nothing's showing.
Okay. Here, continuing on though. Minimum yearly income for your future husband.
I put $100,000, and that's not because that's what I want them to make. That's what I'm offering for a salary.
You
right.
still looking or?
All right. What about you? Answer what you wrote here.
I put 12 mil a year. 12 plus.
12 million a year. How much do you make, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't want to disclose that.
Do you make at least $1 million a year?
I wouldn't answer any questions about money.
She doesn't make $1 million a year. Okay, 12 million a year here.
Wait,
what
can we
about
ask
you?
how much do you make?
How would that matter?
I don't know. I'm just curious now.
I mean, you can just look it up.
Oh wait, can't we? Okay, never mind. Just kidding.
I mean,
That's if
Chat,
you
can
want
someone
to.
comment it?
probably more.
Real comment.
Probably more than everybody here. But anyways.
Wait, now I want to know.
Yeah.
What about you?
I said me,
wager.
but I don't mind. 100,000.
Okay.
It's just
What about you?
Shit, I don't care as long as he can milk a cow.
There you go.
Yep.
What about you?
Dirt poor.
Dirt.
That's what I
Poor.
wrote.
Like they have to be?
Doesn't matter. Dirt
Yeah.
poor.
So like
Okay,
flying
okay.
down the side of the road, grimier
Marry
than
a
the
homeless man if he had a nice heart.
There we go.
I can
So,
introduce you to my ex. He's like into.
bro. Okay.
He's dirt poor.
So 12 million, 100,000. That's not too crazy. 200,000.
Well, but like
But
I said,
you
that's
want
the
a
salary I'm
billionaire.
giving.
Everyone
That's
on
'cause
here. What
that's
are you
what I
talking
make.
about? As if I'm the only one who wants a billionaire. You want a billionaire too. If a girl billionaire, if
I would-
Kylie comes in here,
She's not a billionaire, is she?
she is a billionaire. Hailey Bieber is a billionaire now. So if Bailey comes in here, you're gonna be like, you know.
Right, but it wouldn't be my bare minimum for dating somebody. And honestly, I don't really care about a woman's.
Well, I mean, it's a
yeah.
question
I
that
don't
you
think that would be the
have.
fact for them either,
Yeah.
though. If you look
What?
at their relationship.
I didn't get what you were
yeah.
saying.
Okay,
Can you answer the question?
hold
I'm
on
like
one sec
curious.
here. One sec. I'll get to it. So 500,000 and up for you, 300,000 for you, 200K, 100K, 12 mil a year. Those are the big numbers. I guess my question is, what do you bring to the table? We'll start with you.
Well,
You want $500,000,
yeah.
bare minimum. What do you bring to the table?
Well, I think it's really important in terms of like roles, but if that's the case, obviously I still want to keep like my job and do everything, but I'd want to like, I'd be like the perfect housewife for sure. Like, I want to take care of the kids. I want to have that like traditional role. I know we discussed that before. I'll be like cooking your dinner and lingerie. I'll play my part and you need to play your part. But I definitely wouldn't want to just like, okay, you're making that much, like, or I want to be done with my stuff. Like I think like I want to keep working and like like bettering myself. But I also would want to play my role as like a housewife, and like I want the traditional role and have like babies and stuff, and like that would be my responsibility.
Why are you laughing?
Chef Dill Pickles donated $200.
Thank you, man.
Einstein never conducted time travel experiments.
Thank
He
you.
was a theoretical physicist. You aren't smart enough for a 100,000 heir, let alone a billionaire.
Thank you.
Okay. So hold on. What do you bring to the table?
I mean, I like all my womanly duties. The cooking, cleaning,
Okay.
taking care of like whatever is needed taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I feel like it just has to match like equal kind of like, because everybody's like value. I feel like in a relationship, like everybody holds a different value towards that goes towards the relationship. So that it's like kind of like.
What about you? What do you bring to the table?
I don't know. I'm really tired of hearing that question in particular because I feel like
Because you don't bring anything
no,
to the
because
table?
I want to know what do you expect to be brought to the table.
Why?
Because loyalty seems like it's not enough. Being a respectful woman seems like it's not enough. Being in shape seems like it's not enough. Having your own job seems like it's not enough. Doing OnlyFans seems like it's not enough. Not
Men
doing
don't want
OnlyFans.
that,
No,
okay.
no, because there are girls who have boyfriends.
Don't deny
and,
that one bit.
And they do OnlyFans and it's okay, but they still talk shit
but
about
you're
other girls who do OnlyFans.
You're listing OnlyFans like it's a positive.
I'm listening as if you do it, you're doomed, and if you don't do it, you're doomed also. I don't do OnlyFans. I've never done it, but it's like I dated guys who would talk badly about girls who do OnlyFans, which is like, okay, you don't like that? Cool, I don't like it either. Let's not keep up with that. Let's not follow that. Yeah, every girl they follow on Instagram or TikTok is an OnlyFans girl, and I find that very hypocritical. So I just feel like, what do you want? Like, I can cook, I can do whatever. What do you want to be brought to the table? I feel like that's the better question, because I don't know, what qualifies me?
So it's not the guy's duty to have to, like, you should be able to articulate what it is that you bring to the table. I don't need to provide the answer for you.
Well, because I honestly don't feel like, I feel like I'm enough. Like, I don't know what you need to be brought to the table. What do you expect? Every girl said a different thing right now. You didn't seem convinced. And I don't think any man on the computer seems convinced either. So maybe man should say what they want, and then maybe we'll be like, okay, maybe we can bring it, maybe we can't, but it's not a guess game anymore.
Sure.
So I don't know. I bring everything and I bring nothing as well. So it's really all up to you.
Makes sense. Okay, 12. What do you bring to the table? You want 12 million a year. You want your man to earn 12 million a year. What do you bring to the table?
Anything he needs me to do.
Okay. Do you do OF?
I do.
Okay. If he asked you to quit doing that, would you do it?
If he gave me a salary a month.
Well, I assume you'd be married to him. This would be your future husband. So.
Well, if I'm
your
not
wealth is shared.
working, it's shared?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Still, even husbands and wives, of the bigger status, they give their wives a salary.
maybe an allowance, but.
Oh, yeah, allowance, I guess.
Okay,
you
would
could
you
say.
quit doing OF and sex work? Why is this not instantaneous, but okay?
I wouldn't stop.
Hold on.
I like doing what I do.
What do you do precisely?
I do OnlyFans.
Yeah, but do you do boy-girl content? What do you do on there?
I just do solo content.
So you like what? Full nudity?
I don't want to say that.
Okay.
No comment.
So you're dating. So most OnlyFans girls make like, I don't know, a couple $100 a month. I don't know where you fall on that. Just to be clear, so you're married to a guy who makes $12 million a year, and you want to continue posting naked photos on the internet?
Well, if I'm
So you
married,
can make like a couple thousand. Let's say you make 10,000 a month. Why? Why would you continue doing that?
well, if I'm married, I'd stop probably. But as of like,
That's totally contradicting your previous statement.
my bad, I switch up. My bad.
But I said if you're married to a guy who makes $12 million a year, you said no, I would continue doing OF because you like to do it.
I do like doing it. If I was married, I'd stop. But a relationship, no. Like outside of marriage.
So just to be clear, the guy who does make $12 million a year, you're in a relationship with him. You won't give it up until you're married. You're not going to, I mean, sorry, go ahead. Answer that question.
Yeah, because we're not married. Why would I stop something I like doing for someone I'm not married to?
If you want to.
Good luck. I mean, I'll just say good luck finding the guy who makes $12 million a year who's going to tolerate that his girlfriend is like sexting with dudes on the internet. It's going to be a hard sell.
Don't
Like
you think it
men
would
who
be-
make $12 million a year, unless you're dealing with like a really, really old guy who's leveraging his wealth. I'm assuming you want a guy who meets your other criteria, right? Maybe he's at least somewhat within an age range that you would find appropriate. He's attractive, he's a certain height, he meets your other criteria, personality. That dude is 100% not going to tolerate you posting pictures of your butthole on the internet. Your husband won't appreciate it, and your children definitely won't appreciate it. So I'm telling you, if you're in a relationship with a guy who makes 12 mil, you got to say goodbye to your OnlyFans if you want that to work out.
I mean, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do.
Great, and he doesn't have to wife you up then, I guess.
Well, that's just your opinion, not his.
Shit.
Not him.
There's not a lot of people who make $12 million a year, and these men are typically hyper successful. They have their pick. Why would they pick you?
That's a good question.
Like a lot of women are really good at thinking about, here's what I want. And you have laundry lists, boom, 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 boom. They have to look like this, tattoos, no tattoos. Personality, charismatic, funny, tall, ambitious, all these characteristics. You can list those. But then you got to think, that's great that you want that. I get that you want that, and I get sometimes these guys might fuck you. But you got to think, what does that guy want for a long-term relationship? I know you're looking at me crazy, like you don't believe what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, y'all women have to think about, what does the guy that I want? And if you're not meeting it, if you're not meeting that, you're not going to get the guy that you want. You seem to have been making some faces. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I have any comment here.
Well, is my position wrong? You think it's perfectly reasonable that, she can just continue being involved in sex work and there's like high probability that she's going to get a guy who makes $12 million a year? Am I just being a Grinch? Am I just being a pessimistic hater?
I don't know.
I
mean, comment here.
I might have an opinion. I feel like I have met a lot of different men in this world, and a lot of different wealthy types of men. And the thing about money is that when you get money, you can do whatever you want with it. So a lot of the richest men that I know are constantly hanging out at strip clubs and they're partying, and they do want to have a girlfriend, but they want to have a girlfriend that's okay with all of that. So sometimes having a girlfriend who is a stripper or is in some kind of sex work, it actually is, a pull for them because it's the toxic life that they're already living. But I agree 100% with you that if you want the type of rich man who is going to love, respect you, that's going to come with them wanting to find a woman who's a certain type of way as well. So you kind of get what you get and you can't get upset.
Well, I think women's standard of success is not you had a short-term situationship with the guy that you want. You hooked up with the guy that you want. Your standard of success is being able to secure the guy for long-term commitment,
Yeah.
long-term monogamous relationship, or the ultimate manifestation, marriage. So I get that y'all can fuck the guy that you want. There's no dispute there.
Oh, no, yeah.
There's no dispute that he might lust after you or keep you around for casual sex, perhaps for days, weeks, months, sometimes even longer. But I'm saying that that wouldn't necessarily be your standard of success. I think your standard of success is securing the long-term relationship.
100%. I have a couple that they're in their 40s. I used to go to swingers parties with them, and they had been married since they were in their very young 20s. And at the time, she had money and he didn't, and she supported him. Now he is CFO of major companies, and he decided 5 years ago that he wanted to start having swingers parties. So she was able to secure the man, the house, the family, but eventually he wanted more. So I think that in life too, things can change. You can find someone who wants, you think you guys want similar things, and then down the line, life changes because that's what happens. So we really can never know.
Can I add
You guys
something?
speak into the mic if you're going to speak. Go
Can I
ahead.
add something to what she's saying? You're totally right, but I feel like men forget that being in a relationship is actually a choice and it's not just a feeling. I feel like in my past relationships, the relationship goes by what we're feeling on today. Like you could make a promise and a choice yesterday, and today you wake up and you don't feel like sticking to that choice anymore, and you telling me, you know what, it's not gonna work out. That's not what I want anymore. And then in a week, you're back. I feel like being in a relationship is a choice. You choose to be with this person. You know you're not going to like them some days. You know they're going to suck. They're going to say something icky and, like all that kind of stuff. But it's a matter of choice if you want to stick around them or if you're looking for the next option. Like, if they choose to stay with you, they can't change their mind tomorrow. She was saying that people change their mind down the line, which is so true, but I feel like people need to remember that they made a choice.
But
Okay,
men don't change their mind when they're in love. That's one thing. If you're going to have a real relationship, love has nothing to do with wealth or any of those things. It
Well,
comes
let's
from
get
the
off
heart.
the empty platitudes. Let's get back to the actual conversation at hand, which was, you want a guy who makes $500,000, 300,000, 200,000, but really a billionaire. Whether that's a troll or not, I don't know. 12 mil a year. I think that given that you said you've never done sex work, have you done stripping or anything like that?
No,
Sugar baby, escorting?
no.
Okay. So you're a sex worker,
I've
you're a sex
had-
worker, you're a sex worker. You want to top, so to be in the top 1% is, I believe it's $500,000 a year and up. So you want a 1%er, you want a 1%er, you want a 1%er, you're 300,000, so that's 2%, something like that. These men have the pick of the litter. They're 1% men. They have a lot of optionality. Unless you go really old, then you can get into a bit more of negotiating territory. But because of your involvement with sex work, most wealthy men, because of their optionality, while you might be attractive physically, this is a major issue and deal breaker for men who are long-term minded. And I'm not saying it's impossible for women involved in sex work to get boyfriends, get relationships, but a lot of guys who are higher status and who are thus going to typically be more attractive to women, why would they pick you?
No, I definitely agree with that statement, and I've kind of seen it firsthand. Someone doesn't want to take me as serious, but kind of going back off to the conversation you guys were having, something kind of similar happened. I definitely, if I'm with somebody and I'm really like in love and like Mary just talked about, I will 100% stop. And I know everyone's gonna say the internet's there forever. Like, yes, it's there, but I'm not hiding anything. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say, no, like, that's AI, like whatever. Like, yes, that's me. Like, that's things that I've done. But I mean, everyone can change. And like I said, I understand that the past is the past and it's there. But for me, what's really important is like the present. And I think it is gonna be hard. And that's like a big baggage that is something that comes with a lot of women nowadays. So I'm not gonna say like I'm perfect, like you gotta pick me just because I'm hot, but I've definitely had like somebody that I was talking to more serious, and it was like a real like relationship that it was kind of gonna be. They were like, oh, if we're like together, I'm gonna need you to stop this, or you're just gonna be my little like thing, like you're just gonna be my little fling right now, and like unless you stop this. And like obviously like we didn't work out, not for that reason, but so that kind of like made me like really think and evaluate things. Like, wow, okay, like I actually did like him, and there was like other like little things that like happened, but I was like, oh, like he probably would have taken me more serious if I didn't have to go and make a blue page. So that's something that I have been like really understanding the consequences. And I see them firsthand. So
Well, you say that there's these consequences, and then
benefits and consequences, of course.
I guess my criticism here is, even if you weren't involved in sex work, if one of the women at this table here said, you know, that doesn't do OF, said that they want a guy who makes $12 million a year, $500,000 a year, I would still raise an eyebrow at this. You're looking for a very, very small percentage of men. And so when you say, this is my bare minimum, I'm saying, well, I mean, these men are out there, but the probability is really low.
Yeah.
And then you start adding in being a sex worker.
Can I just ask why you would want a man to have that much money? Why?
I mean,
What's the reason behind it?
I mean, I wouldn't even say like $500,000 is a lot of money.
It's 1%. That's top 1%.
I mean, look at the economy we live in today, right?
Yeah.
What?
It's the economy, really.
Well, I can tell you from a business standpoint, most men don't make that. I mean, it's
No,
very,
it is very
it's
true.
very difficult for them. Even you've got all these, you know, blue collar, whatever, even investors. I can tell you, the millionaires or the wealthy men, they struggle just like anybody else. And, you know, yes, they're paying for $1 million homes, but they're also paying for property taxes and all this. And it just doesn't come that easy. But I think what men are looking for is the stability they want to see in a woman. And I think that if you are in an industry that puts it out there, it's going to be harder for you to find. You'd have to quit and actually just maybe get a regular job or something that you love or you're passionate with, you know, and just get out of the industry.
Yeah.
And then you can present yourself as a quality woman and, you know, say, hey, I'm here and I've got to offer stability and I've got this to offer and, you know, support. And because in a marriage, when you have a man that marries you, they want to marry you because they want you to focus on them. I can tell you, men want women to focus on them only. They don't want their woman out there, even on the internet or social media, putting it out there. It's gotten so bad where women have done that men are confused and they don't know, you know, there's so much hookup culture and there's such going on that they don't even value. They're starting to lose their minds, kind of thing. So.
Weren't you divorced twice, though?
Yeah.
Can I add something
I had to
to
learn
what you're
from that.
saying? I feel like if girls are doing what they're doing right now, and I'm not defending them, but it's because man allowed it. Man allow everything that goes on in the world. So if there's a website that people are using, it's because man allowed it. If there's a new law, it's because a man allowed it. So if men are confused and so lost right now, it's their own doing. They allowed this. They allowed OnlyFans. They allowed all these porn websites. They allowed for women to go out there and wear these kind of clothes and speak for themselves just to put us down later. So I hear you, but I've been a stable woman and I look unstable because a man doesn't really want a stable woman. Only a good man does, not all the men out there. And if they're confused, if you're over 25, you shouldn't be confused. You have your own brains. You can tell what's right and what's wrong. And if something, you feel like if you're consuming something that's toxic, you can just withdraw. It's not like it's heroin or something. I mean, even with drugs, people can withdraw. So I don't know, like I will always be a girl's girl. Like I understand, man, I am not with whatever's going on in our society and everything, but it's because they allowed it. Everything that's going on right now, they allowed it.
When you say they allowed it, who are you talking
So
about?
I'm talking about our grandmothers, like back maybe 67 years ago, they fought for our rights to sit here and speak our minds and wear the clothes that we're wearing and work and do and travel and do everything, right? They allowed us to do that because we fought for a better future. We didn't fight for an isolated future from man. But now we're really just isolated from man. We're like, do you think a man 67 years ago would ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? No, that was never a question. My grandma would be like, what are you talking about?
Wait. Yeah, but 60, 70 years ago, women had low body counts. They weren't blasted in tattoos.
Exactly my point.
They weren't sex
Exactly my
workers.
point.
So y'all aren't the same women that you
But
were 70 years ago.
This is my point because you think we fought to have sex with everyone and just let it out, but this is not what women fought for 80 years ago. They fought for the right to go and work. They fought for a right to not be beaten at home and never be reported. They fought for their rights to raise children, to like wear clothes, to like speak their mind with their husbands and not get beaten. That's what they fought for. They didn't fight for, you know what, I want a 100 body count and I don't want to be 18 and be OnlyFans. Nobody knew about that back then. Like, women didn't fight for this.
The proliferation of promiscuity and sex work is directly linked to the feminist movement.
Wait, I have a question.
Like the sexual revolution, that's directly linked to the feminist
Okay,
movement.
so explain to me what you're trying to
You're
say
saying
exactly.
once women have gotten all this agency, it's confusing to me because on one hand you say, well, women are liberated, blah, 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 blah. But even today, 2025, you're saying, well, it's men's fault. You literally listed it. It's men's fault.
Is.
How could it possibly be men's fault when women have agency? That's more of a feminist position than yourself.
So you think...
I believe women have accountability and agency. If a woman does something, it's not because of the evil patriarchy in men, it's because she wants to be a whore. If a woman wants to sell butthole pictures on the internet, it's not because some evil man forced her to do it. It's not a conspiracy theory. Y'all want to make quick money. Y'all want to be strumpets. Y'all want to do all that shit, and it's not because a man made you do it. It's because you're an independent boss babe who has been granted the freedom through feminism to make your own shitty decisions.
You have a very good point, but that's not really what I was talking about. I wasn't the first thing I said is that I'm not defending these girls. So it is a matter of choice. If you want to go and show your nipples and butthole to everyone, that is not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying that because it was normalized so much. Now everyone sees it as normal, and then they want to blame women. But I feel like the initial decision was like it falls within man. Like, who made internet? Who made the website?
Oh, now we're blaming.
I don't think it's
but
a
everybody
man's
has
fault.
access to the internet, so everybody can make their own decision with what they want to do with it and what they want to put out there. Yes, the internet is forever, but everybody has that realization that it's
Nowadays we do. But I'm talking
because
about
it's developed. Like, that's something that's developed over time, and now we have access to those kinds of things, so we're able to put ourselves out on the internet.
But that wasn't a right that we fought for 80 years ago, is what I'm saying. Just like you said, we developed. Like, as time goes by, new things come up and we develop new laws. But what I'm saying is that our grandmas didn't fight for this. So it's like, if a man comes and blame women for everything that's going on, I feel like the change really falls within the hands of man. Especially in the past 67 years, a lot of things had changed.
But here's the question. Actually, we have two chats I need to let through. Sorry for the delay on these guys. Two chats coming through.
Jacob Joseph donated $200. It's not about what you do, it's about what you don't do that gives you value, i.e. don't do porn, don't get tattoos or piercings or purple hair, don't use substances, try bringing that to the table.
That's good.
I got piercings and tattoos.
There's another one coming in here in just a moment. Jacob, thank you for the TTS, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Pasty.
Pasty George donated $200. Chair 5, so, what you are saying is that women, even though they have the option to keep their legs closed, it is still somehow men's fault that OnlyFans, Porn, etc. exist? What BS are you spewing?
To bring it back to the original conversation, there are multiple women here who said they want a guy who makes $500,000, $300,000, $1 billion, $12 million a year. The women who said that, except for you, are involved in sex work. So the question is, you're looking to a man to adhere to a traditional gender role, which is be the provider, right? I guess what I'm trying to get at is if women say men should be providers, men should be protectors, what do women uniquely bring to the table? I get that you're there emotionally, you're loyal. I mean, this should sort of essentially go both ways. What do women uniquely bring?
I mean, I think it's the duality. Like, the man is providing and protecting, the woman is bringing the femininity, the caretaking of the home, raising the children. If you're a man, you're looking for a woman, you're going to be thinking, like, ahead of time, like, is this going to be a good wife for my children? Yes or no? When you're evaluating a girl, right?
Yeah, you are thinking that, but it seems like women are sort of forsaking you mentioned having children. Women are overwhelmingly forsaking this duty. We have declining birth rates. And also, how many men have you slept with? How many men have you been on dates with? Where's the child that's resulted from that? So I don't get this idea of men should provide, men should protect. It's your position that women should have children. Like, that's the duty that they bring. But are they doing it?
No.
Okay, I mean...
Maybe the married ones.
Yeah, maybe.
But there's even an expectation. Like, how many first dates have y'all been on? Y'all are childless. I'm not saying you should get knocked up the first date you go on. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it seems like women have sort of given away or don't want to adhere to some of their more traditional gender roles.
But
I mean,
also,
moving away from the children, though, I would say perhaps one of the more typical ones would be deferring to a man's leadership, being submissive. Women have absolutely forsaken being submissive. You want 50-50 where it benefits you, but you also want man to still take on his traditional gender roles, provide, protect, take initiative, do all those sort of things in a relationship. Do you want to continue?
I mean, I think you kind of categorize all women there when you said that women don't want to take on the responsibility of motherhood, whatever your exact statement was. But I don't think that's fair, because there's a lot of women who are remembering their true power and divinity, and they do want to bring happy and healthy children into the world. So if you can justify that, let me know.
I feel like I really like a masculine man, and I, more than I probably should, let a man that I'm trying to see lead. And I will let him lead me until I realize that I shouldn't be letting that man in particular lead me. But I naturally want to give that up to a man. I want to listen to him. I want to be able to turn my brain off and feel guided by him. But I still don't expect them to make the same amount of money as me or be a provider. I think I'm in a unique position where I don't know how much, I don't know the likelihood that I will find a man who makes more money than I do. And so I'm kind of okay with still being led by a man, but being able to provide that kind of monetary